Is Meghan's father swatting up on UK before the big day? Thomas Markle is pictured learning about UK sights as his family reveal he is terrified of walking the royal bride down the aisle. When your daughter is about to become a British princess, it's a good idea to swat up on the country. And that's just what Thomas Markle appears to be doing ahead of his daughter Meghan's wedding to Prince Harry next month. The 73-year-old was pictured carrying an AA-published book called Images of Britain, a pictorial journey through history as he strolled through his hometown of Rosarito, Mexico last week. It could suggest the reclusive pensioner will give his daughter away at St. George's Chapel, Windsor, on May 19. Kensington Palace has yet to confirm whether the retired TV lighting director will do so. Mr. Markle's guidebook, first published in August 1990, is packed full of the most beautiful landscapes and buildings Britain has to offer. Less than 20 pages in, he will have found a photograph of his daughter's wedding venue, Windsor Castle, looming over boats on the Thames. Last year Mr. Markle was reportedly left extremely hurt after Harry, 33, told the BBC his relatives were the family his 36-year-old fiancée never had. Miss Markle's half-brother, Thomas Markle Jr., 51, told Mail Online, "My father will be extremely hurt. He dedicated the majority of all his time and everything to her." The reason Mr. Markle is getting to grips with British culture could be because of his apparent nerves about walking his daughter down the aisle. Millions of people across the world will be watching. He accompanies his 36-year-old daughter through St. George's Chapel in Windsor to her waiting groom, Prince Harry. But family members say the retired lighting director, who lives in Rosarito Beach in Mexico, is nervous about representing his family and America. The fiercely private 73-year-old will battle through health concerns including a knee injury to attend his daughter's nuptials on May 19. Renowned royal biographer Andrew Morton documents the family relationship and life of Harry's bride-to-be in his book, Meghan, A Hollywood Princess. In the book, which is being serialized by The Sun on Sunday, Thomas Markle Jr. told Morton, "I know how proud he will be to take her arm and walk her down the aisle. But I also know how terrified he will be. If he doesn't go, he will regret it for the rest of his life." He is not just representing his family, he is representing America. It had been rumored that Meghan could even have both her father and her mother walk her down the aisle. Mr. Markle was a leading Hollywood lighting director in his mid-30s when he met Meghan's mother, Doria, who was 12 years his junior and temping in his studio. They married and a year later Meghan was born, in August 1981. Mr. Markle divorced Doria, who went on to become a social worker, when their daughter was 6. Meghan is closer to her mother and is reportedly not on good terms with her half-sister Samantha and half-brother Thomas Markle Jr., who was arrested for allegedly putting a gun to his girlfriend's head during a row last year. But sources claim Meghan's father has struck up a close friendship with Prince Harry, although he is yet to meet him, and has spoken to him regularly to discuss the couple's wedding. Doria, 61, has met Harry at last year's Invictus Games in Toronto, when he said she was amazing. Invitations for the wedding were sent out last month and other guests are thought to include the Beckhams, international figures such as Canadian Premier Justin Trudeau, and close friends from the U.S., including designer Misha Nanu. The evening reception, at Frogmore House, Windsor, will be reserved for 200 of Harry and Meghan's closest family and friends.